we're breaking character.
Hi there, guys. As you've seen in our last video, we went on a field trip. Bring me the head of General Braddock. So where did we go, Kevish?
Well, we didn't quite get his head, but we went to the Point, and we actually were in the blockhouse in the Point, where they had some interesting trinkets.
Yes. So just like all good vacations, all good trips, we came back with some souvenirs. And we thought that a lot of these could be potentially used in our LARPs.
Yeah.
So this is in the Workshed, but we totally bought these.
We totally just, this is in the gift shop. we bought these, like, this is from Fort Necessity's gift shop, this is from the blockhouse. Like,
so we'll go through each of the souvenirs we bought.
Yes.
And describe briefly how we're going to use them in our LARPs.
Absolutely. Let's get to it.
Okay. What are these? What did we buy?
So these are powder horns. They're obviously replicas that they make in India, but you know what? They look awesome. I cannot wait to use this in a LARP somewhere.
So we bought these at the Blockhouse in downtown Pittsburgh, which is the last surviving piece of the Fort Pitt.
Yes.
And inside there we were looking around, got a few shots, and noticed these guys for like $15.
And I was like, I don't need a bag. I'm wearing this home.
So how would you effectively use this in real life? In real life, how did the guys actually use powder horns?
Well, this was where they would keep their gunpowder. So every time they were reloading a shot at a musket, they would kind of go bloop, open it up with the pin, and then just dab out, you know, one tap of gunpowder, or two taps, or they would know how much gunpowder they needed, and they would know how much was too much, I'm sure.
So there are varying sizes. Mine's a little bit thicker than yours. Yours is a little bit longer than mine. And I think we also noticed a quality issue. My cap just kind of slides right out.
Yeah, I mean, these are replicas. They're good enough. Like, yours goes all the way in there, as I noticed. Mine sort of plugs up, as it probably should.
So I feel like for modification wise, I might put a little bit of tape or something on this to make sure it really stays in there. But it'll be a really cool piece. Obviously we'll be using them for our pirate LARP that we're going to, the Legends of the Seas LARP. This will be really good because they're going to start introducing guns in the future.
Yeah, they're the ones that we use that fired rival balls. Like, this would be the perfect companion piece of kit to add to that.
To roleplay, obviously,
yes,
you know.
Yes.
Because in that game, they don't want you shooting madly. They want you to take your time. So pouring this out, pouring the powder.
Yeah, they want you to RP, like, literally, you're taking a full minute of just preparing the gun to shoot again. You're probably not going to shoot twice in a single combat is the way they want to do it. So this is a really good prop to have if you need to, on the fly, need to reload a shot. It just will be fun.
It's good for roleplay.
Yes,
very good
absolutely.
So Kevish, the next things that I bought, I'm an educator and I love history, so I couldn't pass this stuff up when I saw this.
Yeah,
so
you really, you could not get away from that. You came back to that.
Just briefly, these are some other souvenirs I bought. Won't really use it a lot, but just really cool to have in my personal effects. This is a recreation musket ball, so that was really cool to have.
So it would be made out of lead, right?
Completely made out of lead. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Non-conical, round shape, and it's a musket ball. I also picked up some Revolutionary War money. Again, for purposes of LARP, very minimal, but I love looking at paper money. I love the study of money throughout the ages. The way we went from the greenback and coins and all that stuff. So looking at this definitely looks different from a dollar we have today, and I just love it. It's a really cool piece. And finally, the last piece was a Rolls of the Tavern. Now, we got this one at the Fort Necessity.
Yeah, Fort Necessity had a whole gift shop, by the way.
A massive gift shop. Go up there and check it out.
They also sold these powder horns, by the way.
But this is apparently a recreation of a tavern nearby. We went to see Washington's Tavern. So, like, this is a recreation of the tavern rolls. And they're very humorous when you read through them. No boots to be worn in bed. Keep your boots out of your sleeping bags there, LARPers. No dogs allowed in the kitchen. I mean, of course, who could ever make that mistake?
Oh, geez.
So, I probably will be making a recreation of this.
Yes, that is a very fun prop to have.
One of the things I love is, I love running a bar. I've always wanted to run a bar at a game for a long time now. So making a Rules of the Tavern will be really fun to make. So it kind of inspires me for a prop down the way. So Kevish, what was the last piece that we picked up?
This is a canteen that would have been used during the Revolutionary War era. Later on, they would be different shapes, but this is basically the shape that the soldiers would have been carrying. And I really wanted to have this one. This was another one that I decided was wearing home.
What I find intriguing about this is it has this like cut into it here. It's like rounded at the side of it, so that when it lays along the side of your body, it kind of fits a little bit better. If it was a big circular thing, it'd be bouncing about.
Yeah, this is very comfortable. You hardly can tell it's there.
A little rough rope around
Yeah,
it.
you could always replace the rope if you're really, if you're a LARPer who doesn't like to have an itchy neck, then you could replace the rope with whatever you want. I won't tell anyone. But yeah, this looks very period at the very least.
One of the things that we found was the same with my powder horn. Quality can be a little bit of an issue. Your cap doesn't really stay in very well.
It's pretty loose, but it seems like it's made of cork, so maybe if I get it wet, it'll be fine. I'm hoping that I can be drinking from this at a LARP sometime.
Well, I don't know how often you're gonna be upside down. So, if you're running through the woods still, you might get some splashing, or if you fall over, that could be an issue.
Yeah, it could be. So, who knows? We'll see. I'll definitely test it out. Well, we've been in the gift shop.
So I think we're thrifters. We like going to thrift stores. We like keeping an eye out for any kind of prop we could find that could be used in a LARP. So it was kind of funny. We're out there in the middle of these museums going, that could be used in a LARP.
Yeah,
that could be used in a LARP. Buy those.
We were like, this isn't a LARP episode, but we keep finding props
that could be used in a LARP. It's just hardwired into our brain that we always are looking out for those things.
Yeah. So always keep that in mind. There's plenty of LARP props in actual history.
So we are breaking character. This was in the Workshed or in the gift shop as it were today. And thanks for watching.